In this video, we'll talk about what we actually used in our hospital bag and what we hoped we had brought. Hello, lovely people of the world.
Magandang araw sa inyo lahat.
안녕하세요, 여러분.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
This is Justin.
And Sarah.
And Sabrina and Chanel are sleeping.
We're recording in the evening when both of them are sleeping because it's a lot easier for us to sort of maintain the chaos and the noise.
Before we get started, we would like to thank our sponsor, Word Life.
Yep.
Word Life is a game you can download for iOS and Android. It's a cross between crossword puzzle and Scrabble. I think it's easier if you just show them how it works.
Yeah.
Here's the board. You get some letters here. You have words on the board. You gotta try to find that. Let me try to find this one more. What else is there? Remove.
Ooh, I found something else. A row, R-O-E.
Rove. That's another bonus word. So,
But we didn't know what that means.
yeah. You can look for the definition of the words. Say if you didn't know what it meant. So.
What? Travel constantly without a fixed destination. That's rove.
Yeah, like a rover, right?
I didn't know that rove are over words, honey.
Are you serious?
Yes,
Are
I didn't
you
know.
serious? You're the word whiz between
I
two of
know.
us.
I've never heard of rove.
Anyway, you can look up the definition. So you can learn new words using this game.
We're actually glad that Word Life reached out to us because this is a game that we've been playing even before they reached out to us.
Yep.
My favorite time to play Word Life is at the end of the day when I'm trying to fall asleep. It helps me to unwind and eventually to fall asleep. There is no timer ticking down, so you can play as fast as you want, as slow as you want. You can play by yourself or with friends online.
I actually used Word Life a lot when I was pregnant, both times with Sabrina and Chanel, when I was in the waiting area of doctor's appointments. What I love about Word Life is that it helps to keep your mind active and trains your brain because memory games and puzzles tend to delay memory loss, which is so helpful for every one of us. It can also possibly delay dementia.
Use the link in the description to download your copy of the game. And it also get you a special starter pack, which gets you 500 coins and one hint and one super hint that will help you get started with the game.
Nice.
Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. Let's get started with hospital bags and what we actually used.
They're like little purple cat. Yeah, they smell good.
Let's start with labor and delivery items, what we actually used.
I used a hair tie to keep my hair away from my face. I used grip socks, as you can see in the labor delivery vlog. Justin actually put them on right before I had to use the washroom.
I ate some of the snacks that we packed in the labor and delivery pouch, which was helpful because I was hungry at one point. And the gift cards we actually ended up distributing to the nurses and doctor at the delivery room. Those are the items we actually used out of the labor and delivery pouch. And moving on to the husband's labor and delivery items,
Okay.
which are plastic bags, which can really useful because as soon as we walked into the triage room, they asked Sarah to dress into the hospital gown, and I was holding armful of Sarah's clothes, her coat, her pants, her socks, her shoes.
Yeah, okay.
So I immediately put those into the plastic bags that we brought, and that came really useful. Cord blood kit. We actually handed this to the doctor almost immediately after we got into the delivery room. And electronics bag, which came useful. It kept all my electronics in one bag.
Including the camera we used to film the entire event.
Right. Extension cord. We didn't use it in the delivery room. I used it in the postpartum room to charge our phones. In the delivery room, I only used the batteries for all my gadgets. And power banks came really useful to charge my phone because my phone was draining power like crazy because I was constantly checking to see if the camera was still in focus, and I was constantly updating Sarah's mom and sister on the status of things that's going on in the delivery room. And USB cables came in handy to charge my phone, power bricks and power adapters. We actually use that in the postpartum room, not in the delivery room, because in the delivery room, like I said, we only use batteries for all of my gadgets. Alright, so next is postpartum items for mama.
Okay, so out of everything I packed in my postpartum pouch, I actually only used 2 items. Thick grip socks, which I changed into. I did not use the same grip socks that I used in the labor and delivery room. I used a different pair at the postpartum unit. Because of course, I mean, you get all that goo and stuff while you're giving birth, right? And secondly, my going home outfit.
Wow, okay, so only 2 items in the entire pouch.
Yep.
Okay. Next on our list is toiletries for mama.
I don't know if you guys know this, but I ended up not showering at the postpartum unit, even though we were assigned a lovely private room with its own washroom. I still did not feel comfortable showering, especially since we only stayed for 24 hours at the hospital in total, from the moment we walked in to give birth to the moment we were discharged. So I did not feel the need to shower. Plus, I already showered at home before running to the hospital to give birth. And yeah, I feel more comfortable showering at home anyway. So yeah, of course, out of the toiletries, I only washed my face, my underarms, my breasts, down under. So yeah, I only used body wash, lipstick, toothbrush, and toothpaste.
You also packed gift cards for the staff in your toiletry bag.
So yeah, we ended up giving those out to the postpartum unit's hospital staff.
Next is baby items. What we actually used. Nail file. I actually became a pedicurist.
And a manicurist.
Exactly, to baby Chanel, because when she came out, her fingernails were really long.
And
she,
sharp.
she was keep scratching her face with that. So I had no choice but to file her nails right there while Chanel was still on Sarah's chest.
The items that I use at the postpartum unit, baby wipes, because the hospital nurses use a soft face cloth to help wipe baby down there. So we ended up using our baby wipes. Burp cloth, that's mostly for when baby was about to leave. The baby's going home outfit, as well as baby's blanket, which we put over baby Chanel, when she was in her car seat as we were about to leave.
And we ended up using the newborn size going home outfit instead of the 0 to 3 months outfit. Next is dad's postpartum items. We went to the hospital wearing a thick hoodie. That was a good choice because that was really useful. Also, I used my pajamas because we went to the hospital at 8 p.m., delivered the baby at 10 p.m. and slept over that night. And I only went home the next afternoon, so pajamas was really good. I also used my toothbrush and toothpaste because right before I went to bed, I washed up before going to bed.
And also in the morning when you woke up.
Exactly. Slippers, it was also useful because when I was walking around the postpartum room, I wasn't wearing my dress shoes, I was wearing the slippers that I brought. And the going home outfit, which we also ended up using because we were wearing a matching outfit. And snacks, I ended up eating about half the snacks that we brought. Those are the Ritz crackers and granola bars. But we could have done it with just the half the snacks. I think we packed a little bit too much of snacks.
I mean, I'd rather that we overpack than underpack. So.
And also the gift bags for the staff for the both units, we ended up distributing those to the delivery unit and also the postpartum unit.
Yep. All right, so speaking on the gifts for the nurses and doctors at the hospital, it's not a must, you guys. Even here in Canada, it's not a must. You don't have to give your hospital staff or your healthcare team any gifts. It was just something that out of the goodness of our heart, we just wanted to do that to show our appreciation for all their hard work. I'm pretty sure they have a rule against accepting monetary gifts like cash. So we decided, and we also asked around, and it was actually acceptable for them to receive gift cards like the ones we gave from Starbucks. That's just something we wanted to do. Don't feel obliged to do that, by the way. I mean, they're not expecting anything. A simple thank you and just being respectful and kind towards them. That's all that they need. And yeah, that was just, it made us feel happier knowing that we were able to give them extra appreciation by giving them gift cards. Items I wish I had brought, number one is flip-flops. Because, I mean, I feel like maybe if I had flip-flops, I would have probably showered at the unit after giving birth because I didn't feel comfortable. I'm pretty sure like the washrooms were cleaned and sanitized, but I just wasn't comfortable or at ease about using my bare feet. I mean, exposing my bare feet on the bathtub or shower area and then having a quick shower. Also, another thing was I wish I had brought a bath towel. Yeah, a bath towel would have sufficed, even if like Justin and I here would share it for when we washed up, and also maybe if I had wanted to shower, because the bath towels that the hospital provided were actually rough in texture, rougher than we could be comfortable in, and as well as they were like shorter in size. So they pretty much don't cover up everything. So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure if we had asked, like, hey, can you give us more towels, then we could maybe make it work. But yeah, I just felt like I didn't want to bother the nurses. They're probably really busy. And yeah, we were like okay with showering at home. Justin here was able to shower at home too. Okay. For those of you who are still sticking around to this portion of the video, because either you're packing your hospital bag or you're preparing for labor and delivery, this section will hopefully help you guys out. Okay, so for us and our experience, the items we didn't use at the labor and delivery room were a fan. It's just everything was happening so fast. I didn't have time for any of that. The only thing I remember wanting was water. I did not use the grip slippers that I brought. I just used grip socks. Yeah, because I mean, it's easier to just... I had grip socks, I didn't need grip slippers. It was kind of just extra just in case. Pen, notepad, did not need any of those. Justin's gadgets were all working. Also earbuds, like I said, no time for comfort. It was just straight to business, push the baby out. Did not have time for that. The mint, the gum, the lollipops, did not use any of that. I was too focused on my breathing and trying to get through the pain with each contraction and just getting baby out of there. So yeah, did not have time to snack at all. What else? Lip balm I ended up not using. Oh, and then we brought our colostrum and cooler bag, but we did not end up using it because I was breastfeeding almost immediately as soon as baby came out. And so they said that she was gaining enough weight and it seemed like she was satisfied with the amount of milk she was getting from me, and there was no need to supplement her my breast milk with the colostrum that we had packed. So we ended up bringing that home. I could just use that for when, say, baby Chanel is to get sick with a fever or whatnot. At least I know I have the nutrient dense colostrum in our freezer, yeah, to help boost her immune system.
And for me, I packed masks, my own mask, KF94 mask, but I did not use them because I had no time to switch out masks. Because as soon as we arrived at the hospital, I was on go mode all the time. There's always something that I need to be doing. So there's no time to just sit and rest and think about what to do next. So did not need my own mask. I was just wearing the mask they gave to us.
Yeah, upon entering the hospital, they gave us masks.
And also we did not use Bluetooth speaker.
Right. No time for comfort, y'all. I mean, for those mamas out there who are, like, especially first-time mamas, if you feel like, I mean, you don't know what to expect. If you think you might get into like a 24-hour labor or even longer, I mean, it's always good to have some sources of entertainment, such as Word Life. Here we go. Let's go. Such as Word Life, like word puzzles like Word Life, as well as like music, soothing music to keep you relaxed, or yeah, just whatever you can do to pass the time, especially for those mamas who are having longer labors.
The postpartum items we didn't use.
So I did not end up using the incontinence underwear or women's Depends, because the hospital nurses were generous enough to give us an ample supply of those really thick, ultra absorbent liners. They're like heavy duty period pads. They also provided us with like a waterproof sort of sheet, and as well as mesh underwear. And there was enough there that I didn't even need to whip out my maternity underwear, aka women's depends. So did not need that. Also, I did not need to change into pajamas that I had packed because I was more than comfortable to be in my hospital gown the entire time. Of course, I switched hospital gowns after giving birth, before moving to the postpartum unit.
Were you comfortable even with your backside was exposed?
My backside was not exposed. If you wear the hospital gown properly, it's not designed for your backside to be exposed that much. I mean, you could easily just overlap the backside to the front portion of the hospital gown, and then there are ties to help secure the hospital gown so that you don't get draft coming up your rear end. I felt really warm after giving birth, just like the entirety of my pregnancy, so I was more than comfortable to be in a nice lightweight hospital gown as opposed to my pajamas. Yeah, I did not need to use my nursing bra or underwear that I had packed. I was like just barren under the hospital gown. It was easier to nurse baby Chanel that way. What else? Belly band, I did not have time to use that. I just, wanted to catch on some sleep when I could. Didn't have time to put it on and then use the washroom and take it back off. Like you're bleeding. I was bleeding after giving birth down there, and so it wasn't comfortable for me to like put multiple layers on. What else? Maternity top, did not need to use that. Maternity leggings, did not need to use that. I ended up going home in the same maternity leggings that I wore coming into the hospital, because it's not like my water broke in the process. It's not like there was any bloody show that stained my maternity leggings. So I just wore the same thing. That way it would save up on laundry when I came home. Nursing cover, did not need that due to the COVID restrictions. We were comfortable knowing that we were not allowed any visitors into our hospital room, except of course for my husband here. Toiletries that I did not use, that I packed and did not use. Since, as I had mentioned earlier, I ended up not showering at the hospital, I did not use deodorant, shampoo and conditioner, body lotion, comb, hair gel, facial moisturizer, foundation. So I didn't put any makeup on. Hand sanitizer. The hospital had their own. Herbal teas that I had packed. Did not have time for that. The hospital was kind enough to offer teas with like my meals anyway. So yeah, I was like, I'll just figure out my herbal tea at home. I don't want to bother the nurses for hot water. Of course, if you guys feel the need to, go ahead and do that. Like, I'm not saying don't bother your nurses, or you know what I mean? Like, the nurses are more than happy to be there for you. It's just at the time, I wanted to focus on as much quiet time as possible with baby Chanel. Because as you know, the nurses do come and go to check on us every now and then. So yeah, I did not want to bother them or have them come in unnecessarily. What else? Razor to shave my legs. Didn't shower, didn't need it. Nursing pads for like, or nipple pads as some of you like to call them. Well, my milk was just starting to come in, and so it's not like I ever leaked or soaked my bra or anything like that. Baby Chanel was getting just enough milk and none of it was leaking, so did not need that. A pen, as Justin had mentioned. I mean, we did need a pen to record like the feeds, the wet diapers and poopy diapers of baby Chanel, but the hospital provided theirs, and we're pretty confident that it's clean because we both we sanitize, the nurses sanitize as well as we use it. So yeah, and plus we wash our hands always whenever we're in contact with baby Chanel, before and after, and being in contact with like a nurse or a healthcare professional, before and after we touch surfaces, always wash our hands. What else? Band-Aid. Luckily, Justin here did not hurt himself or injure himself while he's in the hospital, so we did not need the Band-Aid. But it was good to have, of course, because you never know.
I didn't get a paper cut.
Awesome, that's true. Vitamins. So the hospital, the postpartum unit actually provided prenatal vitamin and vitamin D. So I did not need to take my vitamins because that was mainly what I was wanting to take anyways, a prenatal vitamin. I had an iron supplement that I had packed and calcium, I believe, vitamin or chewable, but I ended up not taking it.
Baby items, the items that we did not use. Baby's hairbrush, we didn't use that because we didn't give the baby bath.
Lanolin or a nipple cream. Did not need that because my breast seemed to have more milk than baby Chanel needs. And so it didn't feel cracked or dry at all, and it was comfortable. We didn't use the receiving blanket because, well, I mean, we didn't use a swaddle either. Baby Chanel, the hospital basically swaddled her. She did not spit up or anything, so we did not need it, but it was good to have our burp cloth at least, so we're all good.
The dad's postpartum items we didn't use and yet we still bought. Items are socks and underwears. I didn't shower at the hospital, so I didn't need to change my underwear. I had to go home the next morning and had lunch and dinner and then came back in the evening. So I showered, washed up when I was at home.
And you wanted to make sure Sabrina was okay and mom.
I didn't use face wash, shampoo, shaving cream, lotion, mouthwash, lip balm, flosser, and shaver because I just brushed my teeth before going to bed and brushed my teeth in the morning, and then I left the hospital. Extra supplies that we brought and didn't use. These are the supplies that we left it at the car and didn't use. So these are baby's diaper because the hospital provided enough. Even though they say they're only gonna give you X number of diapers and they're not gonna give you any more, but if you're kind to them, tell them they're the best nurses ever, they will give you extra.
Oh, honey, you don't need to bribe them. I'm sure they would have been more than happy and generous and kind enough to give us more items if you're going to ask.
Incontinence underwear, we packed extra but didn't use it. We didn't even use the ones we brought into the hospital room. And I think that's the end of our list. So these items are just from our experience. We're not giving you a prescription on what to bring, what not to bring.
Yeah, I mean, we had to take into account the fact that we were at the hospital for such a short period of time, and so a majority of the stuff we didn't use. But of course, like I mentioned earlier, it was so awesome because it gave me peace of mind knowing that I did not need to send Justin home to grab any extra supplies and be back right away. That way I didn't have to bug the nurses and beg them please give me more diapers, I don't have any. Do you know what I mean? And then I was confident okay, you want to give us more diapers? That's so nice, thank you so much.
And that concludes this video.
I just wanted to congratulate all the other mamas out there that mentioned in the comment section that they just recently gave birth as well, around the time that baby Chanel came out. Congratulations, you guys. And also we want to give happy birthday shout outs to everyone who's had birthdays on or around baby Chanel's birthday. Again, baby Chanel was born on January 24th of this year. So yes, happy birthday to everyone. To all the other mamas out there and papas who are about to give birth or expecting a baby pretty soon here. Wish you all the best. You go rock your labor and delivery. You know, just remember at the end of the tunnel, you get to see your baby for the first time. So yes, our thoughts and our love are with you. So have fun, enjoy the process too.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And be sure to hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss out on our future videos. And also don't forget to check out World Life. The link is in the description.
Very nice.
Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.
Mwah. Love you, Love with Standards. Bye.